Check. Okay. We're rolling. God, I don't feel like I'm ready today. Today I do have a cup of tea. Even though I'm in perfect shape. But I do have to say, like, y'all are weird with the hydrate thing, man. You mean to say, like, y'all are such wimps. Like, you can't perform for 1 hour without, like, beverage and food? Really? You're like, what happens if you're in a production where, like, you're trapped on stage for an hour? Okay, and you can't, like, you can't just be like, I can't be in this production. I can't go an hour without. I mean, come on. Man, okay. Oh, yeah, right. Welcome to the Paul Shapera Cocktail Hour, week 6. Yay! Okay, every week, like an idiot, I learn in a whole set's worth of material, slowly each week, driving myself more and more crazy and trying to push back that limit of where I just finally just break and crack into just tiny little shards of pieces. And maybe this is the week I do it. This is probably the week I do it. I'm not ready this week. There's no way. I feel like this is going to be a train wreck. Oh my God. It's a train wreck already. And I haven't even started playing. What am I going to do? Okay. Furthermore, if I have to pee because of this, I'm just going to get out and go pee. What are you going to do? I should actually then not drink. See? Okay. 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 Well, we're just going to kind of do this. See how this goes. Is this really close this week or what? I got the, new thing. Got the, all right. Kids. All right. Here we go. Wait, every week my sustain pedal bounces around like mad. I need to replace a lot of stuff. I need to replace my sustain pedal. I need to replace this keyboard, actually. This is weeks of like banging on this thing are really taking its toll. But things are lifting over here, slowly but surely. But you didn't come to hear me babble. You came to hear me play. Or maybe you did come to hear me babble. So, but things are going to get back to normal, relatively, but over the next month. So, okay. Well, I'm hemming and hawing because I'm really uncertain that I can make it through a live set this week with, and it's not even that anything's particularly difficult. I don't know. It just, okay. Sorry. Those are the first 3 notes I'm going to sing. Maybe you can name that tune. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh yeah, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Oh yeah, street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wandering free, wish I could be part of your world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend the day warm on this sand? I bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women sick of swimming, ready to stand. And I wanna bro what the people know, ask them my questions and get some answers. What is a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that world up above? Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but when I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try, every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, well, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, well, it's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, come find me, let me know what's behind that line. Will it cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, well, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world. This video is gonna get taken down. But there you go. How y'all doing? Hope you're all holding up okay. Week 6. It's been 6 long weeks, man. It's a whole different experience for people with kids, man. All right, let's try to get this one done. But I'm glad you're all here. Hope you're taking care of each other and being kind. Very important, kindness. And to those of you who aren't being kind, you know, go screw yourselves. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Can't no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end. Can't no one know at sunset if the next day will be begin. Let me hear you now, can't no one know. At sunrise, how this day is going to end. Can't no one know. At sunset, if the next day will begin. Oh, in this world of trouble and woe, a member had be ready to go. Oh, we look for things to stay the same, but in the twinkling of an eye, everything can be changed. Can't no one know. At sunrise, how this day is going to end. Can't no one know. At sunset, if the next day will begin. My lover's got humor, she's the giggle at a funeral, knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she is the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday getting more bleak, a fresh poison each week. We were born sick, you heard them say it. My church offers no absolute. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well. Hey, hey, hey. Amen. 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 Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll lie for my sins, you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me show you my life. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knives. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me show you my life. I'm a pagan of the good times. My lover's the sunlight to keep the goddess on my side. She demands a sacrifice to drain the whole sea. Get something shiny, something heavy for the main course. That's the fine-looking high horse. What you got on the stable? We got a lot of starving faithful. That looks tasty, that looks pretty. This is hungry work. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knives. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knives. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Masters or kings, when the ritual begins, there's no sweeter innocence than our gentle sin in the madness and soil of that sad earthly scene. Only then I am human, only then I am clean. Amen. Amen. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. Tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knives. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knives. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. You can me down in history with your bitter, evil lies. Trod me down in the very dirt, and still like dust I rise. Now does my happiness upset you? Why are you best with gloom? 'Cause I laugh like I got a gold mine coming up in my living room. So you can shoot me with your words, and you can cut me with your eyes, and I will rise, I will rise, I will rise, rise, rise out of the shacks of history's shame, from a past rooted in pain. I will rise, I will rise, I will rise, rise, rise. Now did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened from my soulful cries? Now does my confidence upset you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I walk like I got a diamond mine coming up in my backyard. So you can shoot me with your words, and you can cut me with your eyes, and I will rise, I will rise, I will rise, rise, rise out of the shacks of history's shame, from a past rooted in pain. I will rise, I will rise, I will rise, rise, rise. Can't no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end. Can't no one know at sunset if the next day will begin. Oh, the troubles of the world fill our hearts with rage, from Soweto to Stonewall, Birmingham and LA. Hey, we're searching for hope that lies within ourselves as we fight against misogyny, race, hatred, and hate. Can't no one know at sunrise how this day is going to end. Can't no one know at sunset if the next day will begin. Here you go. Am I hope that's recording. It would suck if it's not. Okay, there you go. Sunrise doesn't last all morning. Cloudburst doesn't last all day. It seems my love is up and has left you with no warning. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. Sunset doesn't last all evening. A mind blown can blow those clouds away. After all this, my love is up and must be leaving. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All all things must pass away. All things must pass. None of life's strings can last. So I must be on my way to face another day. Now the darkness only stays the nighttime. In the morning it will fade away. Daylight is good at arriving at the right time. It's not always gonna be this gray. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass away. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay. You think that this next one would have been a lot easier. I thought it was going to be really easy. It's not as easy as I thought it was. So, but okay, but we can do this. Okay, slow tempo. It was a massive multiplayer GPS RPG with an augmented reality paradigm, distribution model Steam, sci-fi crowdsourced open narrative backstory, and we ran about, hung out, played the game, and smoked some weed. Abed got the game, was the first one to play, and showed us all how one late spring day. Soon every afternoon the five of us met to play Transcend until sunset. When summertime came we played every day, running around town with our phones in our face. Lattices linked, game events unleashed, beacon sparked, hunts and bark, racking up prestige. James was the first to crash and burn, dreamed from game he could not discern. First ticks, then shakes, then wild-eyed rage. He was pulled from school and then put away. We carried on, though unbeknownst, we were playing without the app or our phones. Our brains we wired to see the game, till something saw us and came one day. Let your world just slip away. Tune inside and play the game. Transcendation. Yeah. Hey, this is Info Dump with 5 interesting things about the game Transcendation. Number 5, the hit game Transcendation, which is groups of players running all over towns across the world, is said to be based on a combination of Enochian magic, chaos magic, and Heka, an ancient Egyptian religion. Number 4, the spooky mystical bits were brought in by the game's main architect, Jordan Lane, who has been quoted as saying that ritual magic is the hacking code of reality. And number 3, even spookier, both she and the game's other founder, Sean Foucault, who was also her lover, both disappeared under mysterious circumstances right around the release, some say testing game configurations. Rena was the next of the 5 to get the tick, then sick, then one day left. But right before dropping out of sight, she called me in the deep of night. She said something about the game, something about cracks, and something came. Something thin and faceless, dark, and of the 5 'twas I he marked. Let your world just slip away. Tune inside and play the game. Transcendate, transcendate, transcendation. Yeah, yeah. All day, right? Yeah, but our phones are right here. Does anyone actually remember having their phones or a pad at any point? You can't play the game without your phone. You can't play the game without the app. You guys are just being idiots, and you're messing with my head. We need to stop. Oh, come on, stop freaking out. You're all overreacting. It's too late. It's not too late. It is. I've seen the man, the one James saw. James had a latent condition triggered by the overstimulation of his bullshit. There's nothing wrong with him. He's in the nut house. Guys, Ben's not kidding. I saw the thin man too. Where'd you see him? He's right there. Gutted and sliced and sucked and ate, flesh from bone and blood from brain, like a spider on a mad and meth-fueled drug. It took from me those that I love. I survived, I turned and ran. I never stopped, I never can. I left my home and all I know, the hunted down the moonlit road. Let your world just slip away. Tune inside and play the game. Transcendate, transcendate. Transcendation. From the Slender Man musical, you should check it out. It is a crazy, 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 crazy piece. Okay, this is a sort of, yeah. Most of y'all gonna know this one. First three notes of what I'm gonna sing, huh? Can you guess it? Okay. You'd think that playing my own songs are easier than the other songs, but not always. There can actually be trickier. I don't remember the chords or anything. Okay, no. So Edgar tries all the experiments he's read. Annabella's formula for bringing back the dead. The experiments, of course, prove a success, and thus a crazy notion comes into his head. One day you will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be. One day you will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be. Step right up, I have brought you a thing. Why, it's a miracle process you will never believe. Your grandma, your parents, your child, I'd said whom, yes, whomever you've lost, I can bring back to you. You doubt me, of course, think I'm out of my head, but this week I'll choose 5 folks and bring back their dead, and I'll put them in quality mechanical dolls, life size, yes, for free, and you'll see it's not talk. Friends, can you hear me? The crowd's grown so big and these orders, well, I tell you, I barely know how to keep up with, so I must tell you, I'm building a store where your dead ones can be brought back to you folks once more. With all the success, I can offer new deals. Their bodies now come in different colors and feels like mahogany, lilac, and deep oak and red. 7 models to choose from to fit your dear dead. Will the board please sit down? Our profits this quarter are almost beyond count. We're opening new factories and starting new ads. We're making our fortunes, so I've one thing to ask. There's a man they call Siloff, and he once stole my girl. I want him destroyed, all he has in this world. His business, his home, and his carriage all crushed. I want him left penniless, face down in the dust. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? I'm just following my destiny. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be? Well, there's a principle in nature that almost every creature knows, called survival of the fittest. And check it, this is how it goes. The animal that is has got to scratch and bite and claw and bite and punch. And the animal that doesn't, well, the animal that doesn't wins out someone else's lunch. Munch, 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 munch. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? I'm just following my destiny. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be? Well, there's a principle of business, and everybody knows this sound. It says the people with the money make the money-loving world go round. So a bigger in my company, a bigger in my factory, a bigger in my corporate size. Everybody out there take care of yours and me. I'll take care of mine, 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 mine. Shake that bottom line. Let me hear you say smogulous smoke. Sloppity slop. Complain all you want, it's never ever 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 gonna stop. Come on, how bad can I possibly be? How bad can I be? I'm just building the economy. How bad can I be? Just look at me petting Pepper the puppy. How bad can I be? A portion of proceeds goes to charity. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be? Let's see, how bad can I be? All the customers are flying. How bad can I be? All the money's multiplying. How bad can I be? All the PR people are lying. How bad can I be? And the lawyers are denying. How bad can I be? Who cares if refugees are dying? How bad can I be? This is oh so gratifying. Faye, good to see you. I asked you here so you could listen to what I want to offer to you. That man that you left me for, you know he's in ruins, a broken down wreck, but Faye, my fortune booms. And I have a surprise, your dear long dead dad. I've taken the liberty of bringing him back. He sits now in my parlor, but Faye, the only way you can see him or talk to him is to come back and stay. For Vadvi. Okay. Whew. Oh, this is the epic. This is today's experiment. I'm not sure that I can pull it off that well, but we're gonna try. This is our really reaching here, but we're gonna do our best. I mean, look, you gotta push yourself. You gotta experiment and go outside your comfort zone. You have to, otherwise you don't grow. And if you fall on your face in front of everybody, my advice is like do it like 1,000 times so that you just, don't care as much. You literally make a fool of yourself so often that it just is, ceases to bother you as much. Still is gonna so. But I don't want to make a fool out of. I'm gonna really hope I pull this thing off. But okay, we should see if I drink. Then I have to burp after I drink. Then at some point in the song, I gotta find a spot to Good tea though. It's like a green tea blend, nice and fruity. There we go. Okay, I can do this. You can do this. So, what's going to happen? I am now going to tell you a story. Some of you already know it. I'm going to tell you a fairy tale, okay? Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little girl and her brother. Their mother had left them years before, so they lived with their father. As a young man, their father had beautiful dreams for his life, but as the years passed, their realization grew further and further away. The mother leaving made him sad, and the years of fruitless struggle made him frustrated, and so he drank to take away the pain. But the drink made him tired and lazy. And as the years made him older, he couldn't tell if the failure of his dreams was due to life's cruelties or his own inadequacies. And as his dreams grew more and more distant, he grew more and more angry. And so he took out his anger on the little girl. Her face reminded him of his lost wife, and her innocence reminded him of his lost potential, so he would look for excuses to beat her. The little boy would always try to protect her, but he was too young and too little and too easily thrown aside, so all he could do was try to comfort his sister. The little girl would lie in her bed at night and call out in her mind for someone to take her far, far away. One night, her call was heard by the Ice Queen. From the tundra of the icy lands, past the Shadow Mountains, she sent a long, great bridge of ice to the little girl's window. And so on that night, the little girl opened her window and beneath the shimmering constellations, crossed the bridge to the icy lands of the Great North. The little boy saw his sister crossing the bridge of ice and climbed out after her, but the bridge melted behind her, and halfway across, he fell to the strange countryside below. As the stars began to fade before the approaching dawn, the little girl saw a great castle of ice standing in the wide, desolate tundra, and made her descent to the beckoning Ice Queen. Skies bend, here where the world ends. Come and escape the fate you fear. Far from the world's far from the fire's pain. Let ice entice and wipe your tears. Here beyond time's reach, candles of ice gleam. Soon they will soothe your frail young years that desert you. Here time will not hurt you, sheltered away from all life's. Take my hand and leave the worlds that brandish little girls. We will feast upon your dreams, live in safe and sleepless peace. Where is a warm hand? Here in the ice lands. Here will dissolve and dry your tears. No one will find you, my love will bind you. Time will be kind to your sweet ears. The Ice Queen gave the little girl a magnificent room atop her great castle, where the little girl could gaze upon the wide tundra surrounding them. And every evening, they would feast in the shimmering banquet halls, decorated with ornaments of intricate glistening crystal. And every night the Ice Queen would gently feed off the little girl's dreams, slowly over time devouring them one by one. The little boy, meanwhile, found himself deposited in a strange, humid land, where he stood himself up and began the long, long, arduous trek to the icy lands of the Great North. Run from the mark and the memory, run from the dust and the sand. Run from the men with the ropes and their pens, who will barter you off if they can. Run from the smiles in the alleys, hide in the cracks in the crowd. Run from the fight with the blades and the knives, till you learn how to stand your own ground. From the men who approach you with promises, presents, and praise, and women who wrap writhing arms round your back and encase you in thin silver cages. Run from the mouths of the eyeless who writhe in the piles of red. Run from the stalls with the dry, crusted walls where you can barter your body for bread. From the edge of their reasons, the quiet entice of the damned. And always you run from the things you have done and the blood that won't wash from your hands. Or run from the call of your conscience, or run from the ghost you have bred. The sacrificed lives you put down to survive, just hope that redemption's ahead. memory. You may not remember at all. The voice you can hear you forgot through the years, and whose face you can now not recall. Run from the race that pursues you, the miles and trials and tests. For when all's said and done, all you know's how to run, and just pray that one day you can rest. Or run from the edge of their reasons, the quiet and ties of the damned. And always you run from the things you have done, and the blood that won't wash from your hands. Or run from the call of your conscience, or run from the ghosts you have bred. The sacrifice lives you put down to survive, and to hope that redemption's ahead. As the years passed, the little girl realized the Ice Queen was slowly devouring her dreams. And so she cried, until one of her dreams dripped out of her eye, encased in a tear. As the tear trickled down, it froze into a shard of fine crystal. The little girl, knowing her dreams were almost gone, took the shard, and for safekeeping threw it out into the icy tundra. One day, a gypsy woman passing by the castle found the shard and picked it up to sell at the apocryphal bazaar far to the south. Eventually, the boy, now a man, reached the ice palace. He saw his sister's silhouette in the window, and when the Ice Queen denied him entry, he slew her. He found the burnout shell of his sister sitting gazing out her window at the tower's peak, and in a dull, monotone remnant of a voice, she told him of what had happened. And so he set off again, leaving his sister in her icy perch, in search of her lost dream. Shadows in the starlight, where lost things go to sleep. The memories and intentions, the tears you're too tired to weep. Please lead her back from coldness and hold us both from rage. Please bring a lost dream back here, and any love that might remain. The shadows in the starlight, the worlds we used to make, of firebirds and dragons, before time made them all fade. Please lead me back from nowhere, from roads that go askew, into a heart of sunrise, to the girl that I once knew. Shadows in the starlight, where dreams rest when they're old. The memories of each other, before our hearts turn cold. Please lead me through the darkness, Please lead me past the shore, through storms that condescend us. Please let her smile at me once more. The shadows in the starlight that hide the scant remains, the broken, scattered pieces, when all that you love has changed. And when the tale is over, please let us both recall the dream of how we once were. And please let us not have changed at all. Once upon a time, there was a dreamless woman sitting high atop a palace of ice, and a man who roamed the great northern lands in search of a crystal shard within which was contained her last lost dream. So there you go. Okay. Okay. I don't do this song very well. It just doesn't. It has never really worked. If I probably didn't, can only probably it did that right, but I don't need to apologize before I play it. So I have to stop doing that. I know. Working on it. We're working on it. But still, this is for Thess, and I'm sorry, but I'm not, because we don't do that, because I'm working on that, because I don't. Right. So, sorry, not sorry. Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, said a bridesmaid to a waiter. Yes, but what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically your marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Whoa! Well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically your marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. People ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. People ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. Okay. Well, okay, the hard bit is done. Oh, yeah. Well, this is fun. The segue is a little... Okay, so here we go. 2 requests in 1. 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out, what's in my head. And I feel a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I try, oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution. And I pray, oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for a revolution. I saw her eyes, I've never faced that kind of look, that haunted grace. The way she died so willing just to die for love, to die for love. What kind of masters must I serve that make this into such a world where one must kill such beauty and bring this to pass with such cruel hands? Soldier 7285 is who I am, it is my life. But I perceive another place, and it must be built upon your grave. And I will bring you down, I will bring you down, I will bring you down. If I fall, someone will see the way I went. And just like she, with eyes of love and heart of light, they too will fight, they too will fight. Today I say it will begin. Today I will begin your end. Today the wind that comes pretends will be your end, will be your end. And I will bring you down, I will bring you down, I will bring you down, I will bring you, I'll bring you down, I'll bring you down, I'll bring you down. Hey, I'll bring you down, I'll bring you down, I'll bring you down. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out, what's in my head. And I feel a little peculiar. And so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, oh, what's going on? 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. No idea about time. I stopped timing this out. I stopped caring. I stopped, I'll just play until I want to stop, basically. Okay. I saw her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew she would meet her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. I went down to the demonstration to get my fair share of abuse, singing, we're gonna vent our frustration. If we don't, we're gonna blow a 50 amp fuse. I can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. I went down to the Chelsea drugstore to get your prescription filled. I standing in line with Mr. Jimmy, and man, did he look pretty ill. We decided that we should have a soda, my favorite flavor, cherry red. I sung my song to Mr. Jimmy, yeah, whoa. He said one word to me and that was dead, and I said, you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste, and I've been around for a long, long year. I stole many a man's soul to waste. I made damn sure that Pilate washed his hand at his... I was round when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. I hope you guess my name. 'Cause what's confusing you is just the nature of my game. I stuck stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was time for a change. I killed the Tsar and his ministers while Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a general's rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. I'm pleased to meet you, I hope you guessed my name, 'cause what's puzzling you is just the nature of my game. I watched in glee while your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? Oh, when after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste, and I lay tracks for the troubadours who gotta killed before they reached Bombay. I'm pleased to meet you, I hope you guessed my name. But what's confusing you is just the nature of my game. Just as every cop is a criminal, and all the sinners saints, it's heads or tails, just call me Lucifer, 'cause I'm in need of some restraint. So if you meet me, have some courtesy, some sympathy, and some taste. Oh, use all your well-earned politics, or I will lay your soul to waste. At the reception, in her glass was a bleeding man. She was practiced at the art of deception. I could tell by her blood-stained hands. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. Whew. Well, I don't feel like stopping yet, so let's keep going. God said to Abraham, kill me a son. Abe said, man, you must be putting me on. God said no. Abe said, what? God said, you can do what you want, Abe, but the next time you see me coming, you better run. Well, Abe said, where do you want this killing done? God said, out on Highway 61. Well, Georgia Sam, he had a bloody nose. The welfare department wouldn't give him no clothes. He asked poor Howard, where can I go? Howard said, there's only one place I know. Sam said, tell me quick, man, 'cause I got to run. Old Howard just pointed with his gun and said, that way down Highway 61. Mac the think I said to Louis the King, I got 40 red, white, and blue shoestrings and 1,000 telephones that just don't ring. Do you know where I can get a red of these things? Louis the King said, let me think for a minute, son. Yes, I think it can be easily done. Just take everything down to Highway 61. Now, the fifth daughter on the 12th night, I've told the first father that things weren't right. My complexion, she said, is much too white. He said, come here and step into the light. He said, you're right, let me tell the second mother that this has been done. But the second mother was with the seventh son, and they were both out on Highway 61. Now the roving gambler, he was very bored. He was trying to create a next world war. Found a promoter who nearly fell off the floor. Said, I never engaged in this kind of thing before, but yes, I think it can be very easily done. We'll just put some bleachers out in the sun and have it down on Highway 61. Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, you threw the bums a dime in your prime, didn't you? People used to call, say, beware doll, you're bound to fall, but you thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out, oh. Now you don't talk so loud, and now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging for your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you gone to the finest schools, alright, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the streets. Now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you've never compromised with the mystery tramp, but now you realized, oh, he's not selling any alibis. As you stare into the vacuum of his eyes, and he says, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Never turn around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they come down and do their tricks for you. You never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on a chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried on his shoulder a Siamese cat. Oh, ain't it hard when you discover that he wasn't really where it's at. After he took from you everything he could steal, Lord, how does it feel? Oh, how does it feel to be without a home, like a complete unknown, with no direction home, like a rolling stone? Oh, princess on the steeple and all the pretty people they're drinking, thinking that they've got it made. Oh, exchanging all kinds of precious gifts, but you better take your diamond ring, you better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon and rags and the language that he used. Oh, go to him now, he calls you, you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. Oh baby, how does it feel? Yeah, how does it feel to be without a home, like a complete unknown, with no direction home? Like a rolling stone. That's the show, folks. We'll see you next week. When things go back to normal, they're approaching normal here, I will be stopping. So you got like maybe a week left, could be 2, could be 1, you know, no promises. But that's your show for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Mwah. I love you all very much. Grateful to you all. And listen, be kind to one another. Take care of each other. You know, I'm glad to know all those of you who I know, and just stay safe, be careful, you know, peace and love and all the good stuff. But seriously. Okay, so see you next week. Woo! Bye.